Opa! Família, se estiver muito alto, vocês me avisam, por favor. Bora.
I like the snake puppy.
Super cool to see.
Essa é a dublagem do Albedo em inglês.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks pretty tense. Also, can we please talk about Bennett looking amazing? That was
I know, right?
like one of my favorite parts, to be honest.
I know we probably can't wait to learn more about the all-new
Abaixo as
content we
vozes
just
deles.
saw, but before we dive in, let's give away our first redemption code.
Olha o brabo. Olha o brabo. Caraca. Bora então. Caralho, vai mostrar gameplay. Oh, o Uchi é muito bonitinho, mano. Toma. Oh, na moral, vai ser massa.
Beetle fighting, trading card games, spinning tops, kendama, hide and seek, you name it, I can play it. What do you say? Big
Peraí,
one
tá
and
lendo
we'll
a
have a
Gorou
little
lá? Tá não.
contest. Just make sure you're ready to get thrashed.
Nossa, que... Pera, aqui ó, o dublador. Ishikawa Takanori.
Did you see
Quem é esse
him
cara?
swing
Quem é esse
his
cara?
claymore and then fix
Família,
his
calma.
hair?
He's
Like
so
the
stylish.
coolest dude in Inazuma.
And yet he's like kind of this goofy kid at the same time.
Quem é esse cara?
Like hearing his words, it's so
Não, pera, esse
interesting,
site é
that
ruim.
dynamic. But I'm into it.
Cadê o site?
Okay,
aquele
so
site de
our
dublador.
first character to introduce is Arataki
tá
Itto.
trolando.
As you can probably tell from the horns on his head, this guy is definitely not
O que ele
human.
faz,
That's
mano?
right. In fact, Itto's horns are a symbol of his Oni heritage.
Conheço
Just
ninguém,
like
mano.
the Adepti and Liyue, Oni are a special kind of
Conheço
being
ninguém,
in
mano.
Inazuma.
Não sei quem é esse
We have
cara.
already encountered other special beings in our previous adventures across Inazuma, such as the Bake
Ishikawa
Danuki and
Takanori,
Tengu.
mano.
This time, we are
Pera.
adding Oni to the list. Aside from Itto's heritage, his
Caralho,
unique
esse
charisma
cara,
has
mano.
also attracted
Quero
all
ouvir em
kinds of
japonês, mano, a
followers to
voz
him.
dele.
Word on the streets is that Itto has established his own crew, called the Arataki Gang.
Falando que ele estabeleceu o próprio clã dele, a gangue Arataki.
That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, but he's not quite the kind you might be thinking of. There have been some interesting stories about
Cachorrinho do
Itto
Gorou,
floating
né?
around town.
Yep. He's the big guy with the horns that would play cards with kids to win all of their snacks from them.
Absolute menace.
That sounds like a kid's worst nightmare.
And apparently, he also won a ramen eating contest against a certain fox-eared lady.
Right, which is
falando que ele
another
ganhou
aspect of his
uma
character.
competição
He has a
de
strong
comer
will to
ramen, tá
win
ligado?
no matter
É,
what he's
miojo.
doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. It probably explains
Macarrão.
why we see his rematch challenge to Kujo Sara on the Hanamizaka bulletin board. Oh, Sara's the one who defeated him and confiscated his vision under the Vision Hunt
A
decree.
Sarah ganhou dele no
Well,
duelo e
enough of
pegou a
us just
visão
talking
dele.
about him. Why don't we let Itto himself introduce his combat skills? Let's welcome our special correspondent,
Aí, ele vai falar,
voice of
Mas
Arataki
deve ser em
Itto,
inglês.
Max Middleman.
Taking it to the max.
Hey, can you hear me? Check, 1, 2, 3. Arataki numero uno Itto here in the flesh.
Número 1.
So, what are we doing? Talking about Itto's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Itto wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element.
Ele usa espadão,
He's
gel.
strong, tough, reliable, a true
forte,
Oni horn to
confiável.
toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes. And
4
when his
golpes
second
no
and
ataque
fourth
normal.
attacks hit opponents, Itto will gain stacks of superlative super strength.
Ele vai ganhando
Pretty cool
stacks.
name, huh? Oh, another thing to note is that Itto's normal attack combo
Ih, rapaz, lagou. Calma, vai
won't
voltar.
reset
Tá.
for a short time after
Que voz é
using
essa
his
do Gorou? Que
elemental skill
esquisita.
or
Do Albedo
performing a
também, né,
sprint.
mano? Ave
Which
Maria.
means you can keep on swinging even
Beleza, o
after
cara que a
you
gente não
move.
conhece foi Lost.
When you hold to initiate a charged attack, you can use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki Kesagiri slashes without spending any stamina.
Arataki Kesagiri.
Each Arataki Kesagiri slash will consume 1 stack of superlative super strength. When the final stack
Cada
is
ataque
consumed,
carregado do
Itto will
Arataki
unleash
Kesagiri
an
vai consumir
especially
stack.
powerful attack. When no stacks of superlative super strength are available, Itto will perform a Saichi Monji slash. Oh, and most importantly,
Quando tiver
remember to
stack,
keep
ele
your
vai fazer outro tipo
hairstyle
de
as
golpe.
cool as possible. even when the wind keeps trying to mess it up.
E o cabelo dele é o mais legal possível, mesmo quando o vento tá atrapalhando, tá ligado?
By the way, means Itto's the
O cabelo dele é legal mesmo.
When Itto uses consecutive Arataki Keisagiri, his resistance to interruption greatly increases, and each slash causes the subsequent slash to have higher attack speed. So your slashes
Quando tá
keep
usando
getting
ataque
faster and harder to stop.
Keisagiri, Ave Maria. Ele aumenta a resistência à interrupção e também aumenta a velocidade de ataque. Ele é basicamente um espadão rápido, tá ligado?
Itto hurls Ushi, the young Akaushi bull, at opponents, dealing geo damage. When Ushi hits opponents, it'll grant Itto one stack of superlative
Quando o Ushi bate nos bichos, ele dá um stack pro Itto. E ele também é um membro da gangue Arataki, hein? Já basta o personagem ser tão desconhecido que nem Shogun sabe da existência, agora o dublador também é. Ah, mano. Basicamente uma EULA. É, ele é tipo filler, né? Não filler, mas ele não é importante pra história igual a EULA.
Ushi also grants Itto one stack of superlative super strength when it takes damage and when it leaves. Next up, let's talk about Itto's Oni King form. After unleashing his elemental burst, Royal Descent, behold Itto the Evil, Itto lets his inner raging Oni King emerge, using his Oni King's combo in battle. Yeah, you see that Macy swinging?
Cara, ficou muito legal essa animaçãozinha da máscara. Aí durante a ult, o ataque físico dele é convertido para gel.
One stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. While in raging Oni King state, Itto's elemental and physical resistance drop, but his attack will be increased based on his defense, and his normal attack
o ataque
speed
dele
will
vai
also
ser
be
aumentado
increased.
de acordo com a defesa
Itto
dele.
also has an exploration talent. Woodchuck chucked. When we have Itto in our party,
Aí tá
we will have
falando
a
do
chance
talento
to obtain
passivo
an
dele das
additional
madeiras lá,
log
que ele vai dar
of
mais
wood while
madeira.
using attacks to collect wood from a tree. So, collecting wood
Versão beta
materials
da
will
EULA
be
e
more
tal.
efficient.
Você
Itto's
Caio.
pretty
Seja
slick,
bem-vindo,
huh?
mano.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone interact with Itto in our future adventures because he's honestly a really fun character to voice.
Deixa eu dar uma aliviada
Those are all the inside
nas
deets about
informações
the
pra eu
one
pesquisar
and
melhor
only
esse dublador aí, mas
Arataki Itto.
eu não me importo que seja desconhecido, contanto que combine a voz.
And that's all from
Os
our
caras não
special
costumam errar não em
correspondent, Max
japonês, vai.
Middleman. Thanks,
Em inglês é
Max.
tudo meio ruim,
Thanks,
mas
Max.
em japonês
Bye,
é
guys.
tudo meio bom.
Guess that was okay, Max. Just kidding.
He looks like such a cool character though. Like he's got really interesting combos and
Falando que ele é
stack
legal,
stacking
os
and
combos
like
são
I don't know. That
legais,
just seems really
o
cool.
maluco é
Like,
brabo, melhor
totally.
que a Noelle.
Next, we're moving on to
Mentira,
our
não fala
other
isso
new
não.
playable
Deveria.
character in version 2.3. Let's see him in action.
Aí outro personagem. Ó o brabíssimo. Ó o brabíssimo. Oh, tô ansioso pro Gorou também, viu? Caraca, esse é o meu update, mano. Esse é o meu update. Você tá maluco? Você tá maluco? Tá maluco? Tá maluco? Esse é o meu update. Oxi! Oxi, essa animaçãozinha aí, pô. Peixinho saindo do caderno. A habilidade mental dele. Ficou bem legal, mano, essa animaçãozinha do banner. A ult dele. Cachorrinho. Bem bonitinho também. Legal, legal.
If there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside. You can always speak your mind with me. Although I can't guarantee that
Cara,
I'll
essa
always
voz
have
é
an
diferente
answer.
da que tá
I'll certainly
apresentando.
offer you my best
Ou então é o mesmo
advice.
cara, mas ele tá
Even
fazendo
when I can't
diferente, né?
muster much of a response, you can always count on me to be
E
a
a
good
Disney tá
listener.
aqui pra se defender.
Whatever it is,
É assim que é bom,
I'm
mano.
all
Assim que é bom.
ears.
Arqueiro, gostei. Gorou pra mim já é bom. Mano, ele é muito legal, velho.
He looks like a real good boy with a big, beautiful heart.
That he does. That
Nossa,
he
mas
does.
as dublagens dos apresentadores
So,
estão memes,
I know
né?
what everybody's wondering.
Estão memes.
Can we pet his ears?
Oh my goodness. Well, that might be a little awkward, but if anyone could pet Gorou, it'd probably be the Traveler.
Olha
Not
essa
you,
voz,
Zap,
mano, do
but
Gorou
want some
do
pets?
apresentador, mano. Muito ruim, mano. Você
I
tá
would
maluco.
like to scratch Gorou behind the ears.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yes.
Anyways, with all that being said,
Olha, vamos
although
falar agora.
Gorou looks really young, he's one of the most reliable characters you might ever meet.
Falando que ele é um dos mais confiáveis, mesmo sendo muito
He's
jovem.
known as Top Dog Gorou.
Right, which is interesting because Gorou is still
Ele é conhecido
younger
como
than most
Top
of his fellow
Cachorrão Gorou.
officers. He earned the nickname because he's
falaram.
close with his
Top
troops,
Cachorrão.
and the other officers
Até o
always
AL é de
lining
gel
up
hoje,
asking him for
2.3 de
advice.
atualização de
And,
gel. É verdade,
to
é
be
verdade.
completely honest, Gorou often doesn't know
É
the
verdade.
right advice to give either.
Cadê a
But
Jean? A
he
Jean ia
can't let the
aparecer.
soldiers down, so he just gives some general pointers and response based on his own gut feelings, which has worked pretty well, so everyone sees him as reliable.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But as soon as he returns to the battlefield, Gorou is back to his serious general self,
Ok,
ready
vai
to
falar?
lead the troops. Although, because Gorou is still young and inexperienced, his temper can sometimes get the best of him. Anyway, let's take a
Só
look
que
at how
ele
he
tem um
fights.
temperamento meio ruim, tá
General
ligado?
Gorou
Ele é
of the
meio jovem.
Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a Geovision.
Ele é
His
gel, é
elemental skill
arqueiro.
Inuzaka All-Round Defense deals AoE geo damage and sets up his General's War Banner.
A habilidade elemental dele dá dano gel em área.
I love it.
Thanks, guys. Well, this banner is more than just for show. It provides buffs to active characters within
Aí
the
ele vai
abilities
buffar os
AoE based on the
personagens
number of party members in
baseado
field
na
or of
quantidade
the
de
geo
gel que tem no
element.
time.
So, for example, when we have one geo party member, it grants a defense bonus.
Quando tem
When
um
we have
gel,
two
dá
geo party
bônus de
members,
defesa.
in addition to the
Quando
defense
dá
bonus,
dois
it
gel,
increases resistance to interruption.
tem resistência à
And when we
interrupção.
have three geo party members,
E
it
com
adds a
3
geo
gel,
damage bonus on top
ele
of
dá
the previous
bônus
two
de dano
bonuses
gel.
we just mentioned.
Okay,
E se
so
tiver
what
os três,
you're
dá os três, né?
saying is the more geo characters we have in our party, like, I don't know, Albedo, the more buffs we gain from Gorou's elemental skill?
Jean é, mano, ela tava na
That's correct.
fotinha lá
Any
do
characters who
Twitter,
like
tá ligado?
defense and geo, and there's a few of them, would probably like
É.
that a lot.
A maioria das ult gel é
Finally,
parecida Albedo, Viajante e Gorou.
Thanks, Koy. And
Muito,
finally,
muito igual.
we have Gorou's elemental burst, Juga forward unto victory.
E a ult do Gorou,
Unleashing his burst, Gorou deals AoE geo damage
vai
and
dar
creates a
dano
field
gel em
known
área
as General's Glory.
e cria
Just like
uma
his
área.
elemental skill, the field provides buffs to active characters according to the number of geo party
Também
members.
vai dar buff
What's
igual a
special about
habilidade
this
elemental.
field is that it moves together with your active character
Só que
and
vai ser
periodically
móvel,
generates
né?
a crystal collapse,
Vai se
which
mover
deals
junto com o
AoE
personagem.
geo damage to one opponent within its AoE. After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Gorou's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another
depois
one
de
of Gorou's
desbloquear a
talents,
passiva,
favor
também vai
repaid,
aumentar o dano
grants
gel
damage
dos
bonuses to
membros.
Gorou's elemental skill and elemental
defesa?
burst based on his defense, which is great because I love seeing characters using different stats.
Wow, so
Ele vai
that's
escalar bastante
all
com
really
defesa, família.
cool. But I have to admit that little sidekick of his is so cute. Look at how it waves its banner alongside Gorou.
I want to be its friend.
Okay, guys,
Ficou
focus.
bonitinho
on,
mesmo,
we'll
ficou
be
fofinho o
its friend.
cachorrinho ali do lado dele, mano.
So, aside from his
Voando. Esse que
combat
tá na mesa
talents,
aí, esse
Gorou
tá
also
voando
has a
aqui.
pretty useful exploration talent called Seeker of Shinies. Yes,
of what?
that's
Tem
Seeker
um talento
of
passivo bom
Shinies.
também.
It's amazing and it's adorable, yes, I totally understand that. This talent displays the location of nearby resources unique to Inazuma on the
É
minimap
igual os
while you have
talentos que a gente
Gorou
já
in your party.
sabe. Mostra
Oh my
os
goodness, let's go
recursos
seek
únicos de
some
Inazuma
shinies.
quando o Gorou tiver
It's gonna be
perto.
so
Nada
handy
demais,
when
né?
we're
Nada
farming
demais, na minha
materials in Inazuma.
Né?
Totally.
Do Itto é melhor.
So, you
Pegar
guys
madeira.
like Gorou? Sound pretty good?
Yes.
Very good.
É,
A
essa
very
versão
good
não é pra
boy.
mim, não tem nenhuma
Very
wife.
good
I
Que
knew that's where it
pesadelo.
was going, and I'm just not disappointed.
Sem choro, só teve wife. É verdade, só
Alright, now
teve
that
muita
we've had
wife já,
our
mano.
first look at our new characters, let's check out the event wishes coming in version 2.3.
Ah, vamos ver os
The
banners.
event wishes for version 2.3 are going to be a little different from previous versions.
Vai ser
This
diferente.
time, we will be opening
Família.
2 character event wishes at the same time during the earlier phase of version 2.3.
Vai ter dois durante a primeira
Albedo's
parte.
Secretum Secretorum and Eula's
Caraca,
Born of
mano.
Ocean Swell.
Ninguém
Okay,
esperava
so
por essa, hein?
Both Albedo and Eula's rerun will be available at the same
Então vai ser ao
time.
mesmo
That means-
tempo.
That's cool.
Ao mesmo
What else
tempo
we
os dois
got?
banners. Nossa, lascaram com o do Albedo. Lascaram.
2.3. The character event wish Oni's Royale.
E na
will become
fase
available,
2,
featuring our two new characters,
é,
Arataki
família,
Itto
o
and
Itto vai vir depois junto
Guessing
com o
many
Gorou.
of our viewers might be curious about the first 2 rerun event wishes, so why don't we give some more details?
Tá, eles
Oh,
vão
yeah, for
explicar
sure.
melhor os primeiros.
With each version update, we've met many new companions on our journey. So, some new players might want to get limited characters from
Tá
previous
falando
event
que muita
wishes,
gente nova apareceu
but
no
it's
jogo, não
probably
teve a
gonna take a
oportunidade
long
de
time
pegar
before they
eles.
see their favorite
Caraca,
character
ao mesmo
return.
tempo. Nossa, o Albedo não vai vender nada, mano.
Considering player
O
feedback,
Albedo não vai vender nada, ele
devs
vai
have
vender
decided
muito.
to push reruns forward when the timing fits the version content.
So, coming back to the two concurrent character event wishes in version 2.3, both will actually share the same
Apesar que tem
cumulative
o Itto,
pull
né?
count
Talvez
toward
ele
the
venda
5-star
muito por causa
drop
do Itto também.
guarantee. Which means any pulls you make on one of the character
Espera,
event
quê?
wishes will also count towards the other. So, for example, if you pulled 50 times on Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and didn't gain a single 5-star character, then you are still guaranteed to gain at least one 5-star character in the remaining 40 pulls on Eula's Born of Ocean Swell.
What?
There will
Caraca,
be
eles
more
compartilham o mesmo
information in an
feed.
upcoming announcement with more details on these new
Quê?
mechanics.
And as
Tá, se você
expected,
der
with
50
new
cheats
characters
no
comes new
Albedo,
storylines.
ele também
Itto's
conta como
story
50
quest,
cheats na EULA.
Taurus
Então se você
Iracundus,
desistir do Albedo e
will
for
be
pra
added
EULA,
in a
o
new
feed é o
version
mesmo.
for travelers to explore. the Oni race once left countless figures in Inazuman legends.
Porém ainda é 90, tá ligado? É 90 ainda.
Live in the current Inazuma.
É bom isso, né?
Players
Compartilhar o
interested
Piri, é
in
bom, é
diving
bom.
deeper into Itto's backstory,
Ah,
this
eu quero
story
pegar
quest
ela,
will
mas
be a
como vai
great
funcionar? Vai
place
ser
to
tipo
start.
banner de armas?
Sounds swell to me.
Pois é, pelo
In
jeito
addition to
vai
Itto's
ser...
story
Eles vão
quest,
compartilhar o
both
Piri.
Gorou and Beidou will be receiving their very own hangout events in version
Aí vai ter os
2.3.
encontros da
That's
Beidou e
right.
do
Players
Gorou.
are going to get an inside look at some of the secrets behind General Gorou in his hangout.
Oh,
E hoje eu odeio o Albedo. Nossa, mano. Cara, aí ela vai vender muito, velho.
We
Ela vai
have
vender
quite a
muito.
few new storylines awaiting travelers in the new version, so remember to save up some story keys to unlock those.
Heck yeah. If you like new characters and storylines,
Vai ter rerun da Eula? Vai sim, mano. Olha a arma aí, artefatos.
The new 5-star Claymore Redhorn Stone Thresher
Red
will be
Horn
appearing
Stone
in one
Thresher.
of version 2.3's weapon event wishes.
É bonito, é bonito.
Also, the new artifact sets Husk of Opulent Dreams and Ocean Hued Clam will become available in the new version.
Aí os
Players will be able to
artefatos
gain these artifacts through a new
do
domain
Itto,
located
Gorou
on
e outro da
Seirai Island in
Kokomi.
Inazuma.
Well, that's great, because I've been clamoring for new artifacts. And new artifacts always bring new possibilities for characters and great party combinations.
Yeah, for sure. And now that we've covered all the new equipment coming our way, we're ready to see a new deadly boss rising in the coming version. Let's take a
Vai.
look at
Tô
the
tentando ler ali
Golden Wolf Lord.
o negócio, mas o cara fica falando, mano. Tá, vai levar um novo boss do Itto. F Itto. Ficou bonito, mano. Ai, ai. Mano, como é que tá o áudio? Tá muito alto? Ele tá bem altinho. Nossa, que da hora os lobos aí do lado dele, mano. Ok.
And that's our
Esse
new
é a-
open world boss.
É aquela área, né, do
Golden
evento que tá
Wolf
rolando.
Lord.
Dude.
Whoa,
Ele vai ficar em
spicy
Tsurumi.
puppy snake. I love him.
I'm kind of grappling with like wanting to fight it and wanting to pet it. I don't really know.
Ele foi lançado um dia desses e meu chá não vem
Hit
nunca.
my,
Nossa, mano.
Golden Wolf friend.
Cadê
Did
Chá
you
e
guys see the
ganhou, né,
tornado
mano?
too? I'm like, I better not get hit with that thing.
Yeah, seeing that just made me feel winded.
Also, the size of that thing, that is one
Tá vendo?
giant rift hound.
Yeah, now
Não dá
that
pra
you
esperar
mention
nada
it,
da
the
Mihoyo,
structures of their
mano.
bodies look really
Cara, é
similar.
muito aleatório,
Great
velho.
observation.
Cê é louco.
Technically, the Golden
Agora o Itto
Wolf
não vai
Lord
vender
is
nada.
the king
Nossa,
of the Rift
será,
Wolves, which is also the reason why Rift Hounds and Rift
Oh,
Hound
ficou
Whelps
muito
appeared
massa
in
esse design do
Tsurumi
boss,
Island
mano.
in the
Na
first
moral.
place. As a giant, monstrous beast from
Botaram
another
uma Eula
world,
power
its
equipada
subjects
com os
are
dois.
tasked with making
Tô tristão
preparations
com o chá.
before it
Tô
descends. And since this
Tô
monster will be a
tristão sem
recurring
chá.
boss in Tsurumi Island,
Poderia
players
ser
will be able to
Shao.
challenge this abyssal beast at any time.
Tá levemente
Okay,
mais alto que o
challenge
seu.
accepted, but
Deixa eu
how do we
baixar um
fight
pouco.
it?
Well, let's give everyone the inside scoop. In combat, the Golden Wolf Lord's attacks can apply stacks of the corrosion status, which will
Poderia
cause
ser
all
ganho. Os
characters
artefatos
in the
vão
party to
ser
continuously
bons.
lose
Cara,
HP.
o de
When the
defesa vai
Wolf
ser
Lord's
muito bom
HP
em
drops to
quem
a
escala
certain
com defesa.
threshold, it will summon Rift Hound alphas
Só
to
o duas
provide it
peças
with
já é muito
shields.
bom.
Well, that just doesn't sound fair.
I mean, I think I'm up for this fight.
Como
but
que vai
it
ser o
does sound
banner
pretty
então? Vai
tough.
ser, vai ser tipo
but
o
don't
de
worry,
armas?
in the latter
Não,
stage of
acredito
the
que ele
fight,
funciona
the
igual
Wolf
de
Lord's
personagens
resistance
mesmo,
to
mano.
geo-attacks
Pelo que eu entendi.
decreases, while its attack increases.
O Piri
So
é
you'll have to
90,
factor that into your
igual
strategy.
Gotta do math?
o banner de personagem. Então,
Okay, is there anything
né,
else I
mesma
should
coisa.
know?
Fora que é
No,
compartilhado.
I think
Então,
that's
se
about
você
all we
der
have for this
50
new
no
monster.
Albedo, desistir, que
Alright, it's
ele...
probably a good time to take a short
Depois ele
break
fala, mano, eu vou dar
and
50 no
give
Albedo,
away
você não
our
vier, eu vou na
second
Eula.
redemption
Você
code.
pode fazer isso, tá
Sounds
ligado?
good.
Porque o Piri é
All right,
compartilhado.
code inbound in.
Né? Então, isso é bom, na real.
1.
Welcome back, travelers. Next up, we'll be
Tá, o
giving some
evento.
exclusive details on the new events coming in version 2.3.
Coroa,
This time, we're
livro de
returning to
talento,
the snowy
primogênitos,
dragon spine area
espada.
to
Tem um
explore
item
an
ali.
all-new
que que é?
event. Koi, I know that you know a thing or two about dragon spine, so
Espada bonita,
why
né?
don't you
Fala
take the
sério.
lead?
It
Mas
would
é
be
muito
my
nichada.
pleasure, Zach. Okay. The main event in version 2.3 is called Shadows Amid Snowstorms. In this event, the Adventurers Guild will be holding their winter training on Dragonspine. They plan to have seasoned adventurers pairing up with newer recruits. Some of our old friends from Mondstadt will be joining to help out too. You know,
Bom, vai ser
like
continuação
Amber and
do evento da
EULA.
1.2.
Oh, that's cool.
Super antigo esse
You
evento.
see what I did there? Cool, because it's cold and
Yes,
dragon
Zach,
spine.
I did see what you
Yeah.
did there.
Well, we'll definitely need our friends to survive the deadly cold of dragon spine.
Yep. Travelers who've reached Adventure Rank 20 and
Tem
completed
que
the
ser
prerequisite
ranking de
quests
aventura
will be
20.
able to participate in the event.
E aí pode
And, you know,
participar.
outside the event storylines, travelers can participate in various challenges and earn event currencies to exchange for
Alguém
a
aqui no chat
range
falou se eu
of
pegasse um,
rewards.
acertou
I'm
o
excited to
revamp.
chill in Dragonspine again.
Twitter do
but
Genshin
what
tá
kinds
louco.
of
É,
game
tinha vazado no
will I
Twitter já isso.
expect for travelers during our
Postando
winter
5 coisas por
The
segundo.
first is called agility training. Basically, it's
Treino de
special
agilidade.
speed training. Once you start, you need to follow the guides to proceed down a race course. The goal is to
pegar
get
as
the highest
moedinhas.
score possible before successfully reaching the end. And
Né?
your
Nada
score
demais.
is based on the amount of time spent
Tem uns
and
obstáculos.
the
Ó, que
number
legal.
of
Pular alto.
insignias of adventure and insignias of conquest you're able to collect during the training.
Legal, legal.
Ooh, and it also looks like we've got some special buffs to make use of.
That
É,
is
pega os
correct.
buffzinhos e
Special
tal. Bom,
blessings
então a gente vai
will
estar voltando pra
sometimes
Montanha
appear
Nevada,
while
né?
you race.
Junto com o Albedo.
There are two kinds of blessings.
tá
First
usando
is
arma?
the Gale Spring blessing,
Tá,
which
né?
will enhance your character's jumping abilities. And second is the Iron Skin blessing, which will allow your
dois
characters to
buffs.
shatter ice pillars around them.
Um faz você quebrar esses
so we'll
pilares
need
e o
to
outro faz
aim
você
for the
pular
ice
alto.
pillars containing insignias once we have this blessing.
Oh, you are so smart. That is correct. Travelers should
É,
be
mano.
sure to make use of it.
Ela realmente foi
Some
surpreendente,
insignias
foi
of
muito do nada,
adventure
foi
will be
muito do
hidden
nada,
in the
mano.
course, but insignias of
Por exemplo, tô
conquest
50 e
appear
50. Aí vão
only
ter dois
certain
banners
times.
simultaneamente. Ou vai ser tipo
You'll need
20
to get
dias
the
de
correct
uns
timing
20 dias
down
outros.
and
Não, vai
grab
ser ao
them
mesmo
throughout the
tempo, mano.
challenge. Second type of
O banner da
gameplay
Yule e do Albedo
is
vai ser ao mesmo
tracker
tempo.
training. Travelers
Porém,
will
se você der
define
um cheetos
and
em um,
melt
conta
all
pro
the
outro.
ice crystal piles within
Tá
the
ligado?
training area to
Mas se
complete the
você for
challenge.
só no Albedo, não
So
tem
a
chance de
pyro
pegar a
character
Eula,
is
por
gonna be
exemplo,
a
tá ligado?
must for
Eles
your
não estão no
party in
mesmo
this
banner.
Yep.
Porém, eles
But
compartilham o mesmo pig.
this training shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just need to be careful of the nearby enemies and
Mas
surrounding
vai
environments.
ser
And
ao mesmo
a
tempo.
third
Não
type
vai
of
ser Albedo e
gameplay
depois
is
Eula. Vai ser
combat
Albedo
training.
e Eula em banners separados,
Part.
porém no mesmo
Combat
período
training
de tempo.
camps will
Tá
contain
ligado?
lures that can be activated to begin the training session.
Na
Lures will
etapa 2
start
é
in a
só o
state
Itto.
of
É
source
na...
cold and
O último
will emanate
banner
cold air
do
that not
update
only
vai ser o do Itto,
increases the
junto
rate
com
at
o
which
Gorou.
sheer cold will accumulate on your character.
Agora, o que eu não
Also gives
entendi
nearby
é se os
opponents
4
a buff
estrelas vão
at
ser os
fixed
mesmos
intervals.
pro Albedo e pra Eula.
Sounds like this one
Possivelmente
might be a little
sim,
more
né?
intense for challenges then.
Não sei se eles mudariam.
Yeah, but don't worry. There are multiple mechanisms around the lures.
Seria muito 4
Travelers can
estrelas ao mesmo
activate
tempo.
these mechanisms by attacking them while carrying Scarlet Courts. Once you've activated the 3 mechanisms, they will change the lure state to heat source and cancel the accumulation of sheer cold.
É, eu voei agora,
And see,
mano. Parei de
when
prestar atenção.
lures switch to heat source mode, characters will also
Bom,
restore
tem
a
o modo de
certain
calor
amount of
aí
energy at
pra
fixed
se aquecer,
intervals.
né, na Montanha
So, on
Nevada.
heat source mode, dealing damage to opponents while carrying Scarlet Courts will unleash all the quartz energy in a single blow, dealing AoE pyro damage to the opponents.
Vai dar dano pyro quando você
I can
usar esses
already see
cristais
myself
de
searching
sangue aí,
frantically
né?
to find Scarlet Courts in this one.
Yeah, but actually, besides looking for Scarlet Courts in a surrounding area, you can also obtain Scarlet Courts by defeating
Pô, podiam ter
certain
colocado o
monsters
Itto
during
aí,
the
né?
challenge.
Pra
All
gente ver ele em
3 of
ação.
these trainings have multiple challenges, which may be completed to
É banner
obtain
separado, só
event
compartilha o
currencies,
pig
primo
de
gems,
boa. Então
and
é
more.
separado,
You
porém
can also obtain
ao mesmo
some
tempo, né?
snowman components from the tracker training and combat
Caraca, a
training.
galera que tava esperando o
Dude,
rerun da Eula
snowman.
foi surpreendida,
Nice
hein?
seasonal touch.
Caraca.
Yeah, I would love to
Espero
make a
que,
snowman on Dragon's
espero que
Spine.
vocês tenham
Oh my goodness,
conseguido
me too.
juntar gemas, mano. Porque
Participate
foi
in the
muito
event
do
to
nada,
collect
velho.
components which can be used to build
É,
snowmen and
deixa eu ver
game.
no banner da Eula, por favor.
Travelers can also
Será, mano?
exchange some of their components
Ó.
with their friends.
Criar um bonequinho de neve.
Hey, we're all
Vapo.
friends. Why
Legal.
don't we
Perceivably.
build them together?
Build snowman.
Ah, bonitinho, bonitinho,
That
bonitinho,
is very
bonitinho, né?
exciting.
Bonitinho.
And to add to the
Bonitinho.
excitement, players will be
Vai
able to
ficar
claim
lá.
rewards by building snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar
Ah, é
Spindle.
assim que a gente pega a espada.
You want to refine
Fazendo
this
os
bad
bonecos
boy?
de neve,
Well,
legal.
you can collect event
Chiquinho, venha,
currencies and
please. Eu
exchange them
também
for the
preciso de um
sword's refining
chinchil, hein?
materials
Nossa, mas
via the
chinchil já veio
event
6 vezes já, velho. 6 vezes não.
I'm
Seis?
sure
6 ou
players are
5?
wondering, can we keep our
Algo assim,
snowman
é o que mais veio
after the
também.
event's over?
shop. Absolutely. We can bring the
E agora,
snowman bases
tentaram a
and
Eula ou
components
Itto?
home
Mano.
after the whole thing wraps up.
All right, another decoration for our
Mano.
Serenity Teapot.
A Eula é brava.
Forward to checking out
Isso a
all
gente
the
sabe,
snowman
né?
styles.
No, yeah, me too. But you know what? Aside from all the winter training events, we'll also encounter a mysterious boss once we get further into the event story. But
boss
travelers will
misterioso.
probably have to discover that for themselves.
Um boss misterioso,
Anyway,
mano.
I'm super
Acho que vou na
excited
Eula,
for
mas
this
o Itto é
event.
bonitão
Are you
também.
guys excited?
Yeah.
É, acho que não vai
Sounds
ser
like
tão
we'll
forte
have
nível
a
Eula.
ton
Também
of
acho que
seasonal
não.
things to do on Dragonspine. All right, next
Na
we'll be
conta
heading
secundária
back
vou
to
de Eula,
Izuma
na
for our
principal vou
next
de
event
Itto. Aí é o melhor dos dois
titled
mundos.
Sango Case Files.
Outro
The
evento
Warrior Dog.
vai dar Primo Gems,
Wait, what?
What was that?
material de
Was that you,
ascensão.
Koi?
No, it was Corey.
You can't blame this one on the dog.
Caraca, vamos doguinho.
Okay, anyway, back to our
Como é que
event.
eles continuam essa parada de dois bandos consecutivos? Acabou de dar ideia pro... Acabou de dar ideia de vídeo pro Yu. Pera, ideia de vídeo? Que ideia de vídeo? Perdi. Teve uma tempestade Rutal agora, vai chover Eula. Mano, acho que não vai vender tanto quanto a Rutal, mas vai vender bem mais que o original dela.
A dog? There's like a whole bunch of dogs here.
Ô, louco.
These are all its canine bunshin, which are like illusionary copies.
São... Mano, é o Jutsu do Naruto, são...
That's why we need to
São
sneak to
bushins,
where
tá
the
ligado?
dog
São
keeps
clones.
the little animals and avoid being detected. Unless we want
Caraca.
to be attacked.
That sure sounds...
Mano, eu queria um pet desse que
Yes,
atacasse.
it does. In this event, travelers will obtain a gadget called the Ubiquity Net. Travelers can use it to replace their elemental skill with the net's ability. We'll
Vai
use
pegar
this
o
ability
item
on
pra
the
substituir a
indicated
habilidade
animals to
elemental.
whisk them away. If the skill hits a canine bunshin, it will be stunned for a short time.
Se acertar o
Travelers can
cachorro, você vai
also
atordoar
activate
ele.
smoke machines and fireworks around places of interest to cause
Que
distractions
evento
too.
exótico, né,
Throughout our
mano?
investigation, we'll also discover numbers of animals that have been kept in
Ideia,
cages
Eula
inside
ou
places
Itto?
called dens of
tá.
thieves.
Albedo,
We'll need to
Eula
defeat
ou
the
Itto?
surrounding opponents first before opening
Caralho.
the cages and coming to the
Ave
rescue.
Maria, como é que eu vou fazer
By
isso?
completing event challenges, we can claim rewards including primo gems.
Ficar grande
So be
vídeo,
sure
hein?
to give it a try. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world requests to obtain a brand new
Ah,
gadget called
nossa, a
the
gente vai
Omni
poder jogar
Ubiquity Net.
Pokébola nos bichos
That's
pra
quite a
mandar
name.
eles pro
Yeah.
bully. Legal, legal,
Unlike the
gostei.
gadget from the event, this
Encher de-
upgraded
encher
net has
de
been
bicho no meu
modified
bully.
using Onmyodo. It is said
Caralho,
it can
mano, treinador
capture the
Pokémon,
essence of
mano.
smaller creatures before using the net itself as a
Mano,
medium
jogar
to
Pokébola.
replicate their forms.
So what you're saying is,
Aí,
we
mano.
can keep pets with them.
Será que é Shine?
Well, sort
Será
of.
que é Shine?
We can use the net as a
Ainda
way of
achei sacanagem da
recreating
Mihoyo.
animals that we meet in the open world and place them in our
É,
Serenity
acho que vou na Eula, já que
But the
meus
bottom line is,
pets
I
são
can be
pyro,
like
preciso de um
Draft or
diferente.
Timmy and
É
have
um bom
an army
motivo,
of
mano.
pigeons at my disposal.
É um bom motivo.
I will
A
accept
Eula
this.
com certeza é
Right.
diferente.
But please
Coloca
note that there are some
Eula
little
e o
critters who
pessoal que queria
cannot
um
be
Itto
recreated using the
e ele
net.
agora pode nem ter os
Travelers may
dois.
find
É,
which
mano.
animals can be recreated
Galera da
in
Eula
the
achando que ia
archive.
demorar pra caramba,
Yes, we're gonna get to keep some more animals in our realms.
né?
Our next
Tô em
event
dúvida.
is Energy
Aí outro
Amplifier
evento.
Fruition. Some of you may remember the
Mais
previous
Primo
Energy
Gems.
Amplifier event. It turns out that after our previous research, some remaining mutation stones have started to surface.
É, já teve esse
In the
evento,
new
né? Na
version
real.
of the Energy
Segunda
Amplifier
parte.
event, travelers will need to get to the places of interest and eliminate threats there.
Eu
But
lembro desse
mutation
evento.
stones
Nossa,
can
old,
grant
hein?
powerful
Old.
bonuses to opponents, so we'll want to take
Esse
care
é
of those
old.
first before facing the enemy.
É, vou pegar a Eula e Cura,
After
seja
defeating
bem-vindo.
the enemies, we can
É,
open the chest to
é
claim
Loros,
rewards.
vou pegar a Eula.
What's
Peguei a
different
Ruta
from the
ontem, vamos
previous
rezar pra
Energy
pegar ela no
Amplifier
soft.
event is that
Cara,
once
te desejo
travelers
sorte,
clear
viu?
all the
Te desejo sorte.
investigation tasks
Espero
in
que você
Act
consiga ela
1,
com
they'll
Cheetos.
automatically gain the Energy Amplifier and all of
Mas
the
não gosta de
Irminsul
espadão,
fruit
sério, King?
fragments.
Mas a
Each
Eula é
act
rápida, né?
cleared will
O Itto
unlock
também é
the
ligeiro, os dois são
corresponding
ligeiros.
deceitful domain.
And
Eu sei
just
que muita
like the
gente não
previous
gosta
time
porque é
we
mais
entered this
lento, né?
event, we will be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we
Ah,
enter.
nossa,
and the
mano, esse aí era bravo. Esse evento aí era
abilities
foda,
in
viu?
these domains.
Caraca.
The fragments you configure into the energy amplifier will determine the buffs you get
Nossa,
during the
esse era
challenge.
foda, beleza.
In
Vai ser
terms of
massa, vai ser
rewards,
massa. Eu
there
gosto
will
desses
be both
eventos.
first clear rewards and milestone score
evento é
rewards
brabo.
to claim in this event.
Será que dá pra fazer
So you
online esse?
definitely don't want to miss out on those.
O outro dava, né?
Our next event to introduce is Misty Dungeon Realm
Nossa,
of
quanto
Light.
evento, velho. Que isso?
Travelers may remember this one as
Outro
well.
evento.
Just
Também
like
já
the
teve
previous
esse.
Misty Dungeon
Ah.
event, travelers will use the trial characters to complete dungeon trials.
Ele vai usar
You will
os
need to
personagens
find
de
all
teste
three of the
pra
ancient runes in
completar.
the dungeon and complete their corresponding challenges
Na
to
última tinha o
activate
Albedo, né?
runes.
Será que vai ter
Once
de novo?
all three runes are activated, travelers
Tinha
can
que
gain
tinha
access to the
Mona.
final challenge.
There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players
época
to
não tinha
obtain
Mona.
certain bonus effects.
At the same time, there are also some automated
Dá pra ver
weapon
que tem a
systems
Sarah, o
that will
Child.
detect and attack any intruders.
Já tô no
So
PIR
travelers must use
60
the appropriate
garantido.
reactions
Eita,
to
mano, então você vai
temporarily
pegar.
disable these devices.
Pelo pra quem
This
quer
time
saber, é
around,
quebrada pra
there will
caramba.
be
Ela
new
não,
trial
ela não tem
characters
imune
available and new trials for
e é
travelers
forte
to
contra
challenge.
grande
For
grande
example,
parte dos
in the
mobs. Ela é.
Thundershock trial,
Mas também muitos mobs são
Electrocharge will
resistentes
not
a dano
only receive a
físico
damage
também.
bonus, but also increase the rate at which your elemental
levar isso em
skills and
consideração também.
bursts can be used.
Well, that sounds cool, and also super helpful for finding our way through all the enemies.
Isso daí é casca, que lá é, mano.
Definitely. And don't forget
Quero
to
fazer
finish
com
as
vocês,
many
nós vai
trial
fazer,
quests
vai ser
as
massa
possible to
esse
claim more
update, viu?
rewards. And
Bastante
speaking
coisa.
of recurring
Outro...
events, our most
esse é bom,
popular
esse é bom.
merchant,
Mas
Lehman,
esse é,
is coming
né,
back in
tranquilo.
version 2.3 with his goods.
Esse evento na época eu
Players
passei
can search for
sufoco,
Lehman
hoje
and
tem rua,
submit the materials they
quero
can
ver passar
request to
fome.
claim rewards. And
No online é
that's all we've got
difícil,
for the
mano, no
upcoming
online é
events.
difícil.
We've covered quite a bit
Né?
of content already for version
Quando as coisas não tá no
2.3.
nosso controle no online, né?
Did, and buckle up, because
É
there's
foda.
more. We've got some
Mais
details on
coisa.
a fun update to the Serenity Pot.
Right. After the
Paimon?
version 2.3 update,
não.
we will be able to put Paimon
não.
into our Serenity Pot.
Eu que não vou fazer
And
isso.
she's got some new dialogue
Colocar
for us when
Paimon
she's
lá.
in our teapot. Come and talk with Paimon whenever you have the chance.
I don't think that I want to, if that's what she sounds like, but I think I will take pictures with Paimon. It's not often we get to
Oxe,
snap
eu
a
que
photo
não vou
with Paimon.
fazer isso, tá doido? Ixi,
Okay.
sai fora do meu bullying, o único lugar que eu tenho
That concludes
paz.
the new version content for today.
2.3 é a atualização da nostalgia. Nossa, tem muita coisa, né, velho?
Everybody ready? The third redemption code is on the way! Yeah!
Tá, terceiro código.
I don't want it.
Corey, you
Nossa, alguém
do
cala a boca
Não.
deles, velho, pelo amor de Deus.
every
Apesar que o
journey
evento
has its
desse
end.
que teve
And we
a
are
câmara
reaching
lá,
the
né,
end to
do
our
Charles,
special
foi legal.
program.
Yeah, time really flies, huh?
It sure does.
Don't rush.
As Zhongli says.
What was that?
So, Koi and
Do nada
Corey,
botou a voz
you
do
are
Zhongli.
both first-time hosts on the program today. What do you think?
You know, it's
Tá
just been
acabando,
such a
família.
journey for me personally, going from voicing NPCs like Draft to voicing Gorou and being able to be here on the special program. And I just can't wait for you guys to get to know him better. So thank you for having me, and it's been an honor.
Aw, that's sweet. You
Cara,
go
que voz
to
esquisita
very
do
good
Gorou,
boys.
mano.
Speaking of good boys,
O cara não tá nem
there's
tentando
so many
fazer uma voz
doggos
mais
in this
fina.
update. Did you see? I'm going to pet all of them, and then I'm going to make 10 million snowmen.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm also super excited for the snowmen
Compartilhar
and checking out
Discord,
all of
já
their
volto,
different
beleza, mano.
styles. And the Golden Wolf Lord
Eu
looks
achei
so
bem, né?
fierce and
Sério, mano.
scary in
Mano,
the
eu curti
tornado,
muito, mas é
but
porque eu tô
I will
super
die
hypado pro
plenty of
Itto, né?
times,
E
but
pro
I will
Gorou.
enjoy it
We can
because
face it together.
yes, together, help me
Agora,
out,
eu
guys.
tô bem curioso pra saber se eles vão
Attack your
compartilhar os
Albedo.
mesmos 4 estrelas.
Yeah, you're
Fine.
coming
O
with
Albedo E
me.
Eula.
Bring him, Koi, bring him.
É isso?
Well, that's it for the special
Ó.
program today. Thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version
226 mil
2.3 special
pessoas.
program, and we'll see you all in game.
See ya.
Bye.
Nossa senhora, cortaram os caras ainda.